Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. You made it to the end of the week. Congratulations. Right? Let me know in the chat how things are going. Wanted to come on this morning and share some lessons learned with you. So I am streaming on Instagram. So if you see me looking off to the side, good morning. Instagram, good morning. The Align and Shine Facebook community, good morning. Facebook, good morning. LinkedIn. I want to share with you guys a few lessons learned. Okay, so come on in. These are five things that I wish I'd known earlier in my career. Right? You live and you learn, but the great thing about living and learning is that you can pass the knowledge on to someone else. And I'm just checking my audio on IG. IG, good morning. The second chapter podcast, good morning. Let me know if you guys can hear me or if you guys have any questions about some of these personal branding, kind of professional trajectory nuggets. So first, before I get started, I want to remind you guys that there's a lot going on over here. Okay. So this Sunday, I heard you guys loud and clear. Um, Last week's masterclass, LinkedIn masterclass, was amazing. Okay. And as much as I like share the replay, people want me to do it live. So we are going to do it again. How to turn your LinkedIn profile into a lead magnet. It's this Sunday, May 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And this is streaming live on LinkedIn. So if you're not connected with me on LinkedIn, head on over Dion Watts Williams. Check me out and let's connect there. The other thing that's happening is Thursday, June 9th is Brunching and Branding. Dion, what is Brunching and Branding? Brunching and Branding is my live personal branding. It's not an event, it's an experience, right? This is for you if you're a corporate climber or if you're an entrepreneur, right? Really wondering how to get started on LinkedIn. You know that your ideal prospect, your ideal employer or client is on LinkedIn, but you just can't seem to connect with them. I am actually going to walk you through my step-by-step process, right? For LinkedIn optimization. Okay. My process has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs, hundreds of corporate climbers land legit opportunities on LinkedIn. And so that's here in Philadelphia, Thursday, June 9th. It's going to be networking with brilliant CEOs and corporate climbers. You're going to have my step-by-step guidance as you build your LinkedIn profile, and you get headshots from my photographer. Okay. And of course, it's a brunch. And so we're going to do all the things with the door prizes and music and a delicious meal. So come on in, guys, and let's get started with this. Five things that I wish I'd known earlier in my career. So the first lesson for me is that it's okay to not pursue the career that you thought you wanted, right? You don't know what you don't know. And I talk to so many people, a lot of my clients, a lot of people in my DMs who are like, Dion, I've been on this professional path for so many years. Like, how do I switch? Like, how should I feel about making a pivot? And to that, I say, this is your life, right? If something no longer serves you for whatever reason, whether it's you want to pursue a passion, maybe you're no longer interested in a particular, career path or business path, it's okay, right? Yeah, we were taught to, graduate from school, go to college, get a good job, and just pick a major. But how do you really know what is for you at the age of like 17, 18, 19 years old? So, guys, good morning. If you're joining us just now, we're talking about five things I wish I knew right earlier in my career. And so we're streaming. If you see me with the bobblehead, we're streaming on Instagram. Apaya's wifey, good morning. The second chapter podcast, good morning. We're streaming on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and in my Align and Shine Facebook community. And if you are not a part of the Align and Shine Facebook group, you need to head on over there because it is a safe space for brilliant Black women who are looking to level up in the marketplace, whether you're a CEO or a corporate climber. Okay. But yeah, the first lesson Yeah, it's okay to not pursue the career that you thought you wanted to pursue, right? Lesson number two, be teachable. And I just realized my microphone. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Sorry, guys. Be teachable, right? We are, just by nature, we are creatures of habit, right? We are okay with doing the same thing, the same kind of way. Be open to learning a new way of doing things. I had to spend a lot of my years unlearning what my parents, and God bless them, may they rest in peace, what my parents taught me is supposed to happen, what the path is. And so it really took me, one, living life a little bit and really just deciding for myself that there had to be a different way of doing things, right? So, guys, good morning. If you're just joining us, we're talking about 5 things that I wish I knew. I'm just going to dim my light earlier in my career. Okay. So, one, it's okay if you feel the need to change your career or your business path. Number two, be teachable, right? Number three, do not measure success by what others are doing. This is big. In this day of social media, we are constantly taking in information. People are showing up on social media, and I'm just going to say it, really just highlighting, right? People show us what they want us to see. And so we need to be mindful that people are not showing us the not so good times, right? The times when they're down, the times when they're not secure in the bag, the tears, the hard work, the sweat equity, right? Don't measure your success by what someone else is doing. You need to define for yourself what success looks like. So, guys, if you're just joining us, we are talking about 5 things that I wish I knew early in my career. So, yeah, it's okay to not pursue the career that you wanted. It is okay to be teachable, and you need to stop measuring your success by what other people are doing. And I just realized that I have 4 things and not 5 things. So I'm going to create a fifth thing. Okay. So, number 4, you need to celebrate the wins and learn from the L's. What is a win? What is an L? Well, one, your win, you define your win, right? Yeah, you define your win. And so sometimes the wins happen and sometimes they don't, right? Your idea of success might be one thing, and who knows, there might be a point halfway through your journey where you're like, I don't think I want to pursue that anymore. Or maybe this is going to look a little bit different, right? And I'm experiencing this very thing right now, guys, where I'm learning to not just take the L's to heart, right? Part of growth, part of progress is being able to learn from the losses. There's a saying that you either win or you learn. There's no losing, right? And that fear of losing, that fear of failure is what keeps so many of us stuck. But guess what? And I say this all the time. If you are afraid of failure, you're going to be in the same place. With progress, it's going to come, progress is going to come with some trials. Okay. So, guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about 5 things that I wish I knew earlier in my career. Okay. I'm just going to check the comments. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Faith. Thank you guys for checking in on LinkedIn. But yeah, number one, it's okay to not pursue the career that you thought you wanted. You would not have been able to tell me or convince me that this was what I was meant to do at the age of 19, right? As a college student. Number two, you need to be teachable. Until the day you meet your maker, you are always going to be learning. Be a student. right? It's okay to say, you know what? I need to brush up on some things. It's okay to consider another approach to doing life, to doing your business, to doing your career, okay? Number 3, don't measure your success by what others are doing. Your pace, your race, period. There is no competition. There's only one person like you on this earth with your skill sets, with your abilities, with your vision and your purpose. So you need to focus on what success and progress looks like for you. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, LinkedIn. We're talking about 5 things I wish I'd known earlier in my career. And number 4, we need to learn to celebrate the wins, right? We're so hard on ourselves, and myself included. I am my worst critic. So I try to make it a habit to look back at the progress that I have been able to make and say, you know what, I did that. Right? Give yourself some grace, give yourself some credit. And guess what? If you do have some L's, you just learn from them. There is no losing. You win or you learn. And number 5 things I wish I'd known earlier in my career is that I needed a strategy, right? We get caught up in, okay, I'm here and this is what I want to accomplish someday, but we don't know how to set goals. And I'm saying we because that used to be me, right? So many of us, we don't know how to set goals, true goals, right? We don't know how to implement. We're doing things so haphazardly and so focused on the short term solution, the short term gratification, that we lose sight of what the purpose of what we are doing is supposed to be, right? So have a strategy in place. Dion, how do I have a strategy in place? Get accountability. Camille, good morning. Good morning. We're talking about 5 things I wish I'd known earlier in my career. So, yeah, having a strategy in place. That's so, so important because if you don't have a strategy in place, if you don't have one, help to help you move the needle, if you don't have community accountability, that needle is not going to move for you. It's not going to move. And a lot of my clients have come to me and they're like, I've been trying to do this thing for so long. And upon further discovery, they never had a strategy, right? We're so used to being hand to mouth in our career, hand to mouth in our business, hand to mouth doing the day to day stuff that we're just on this crazy, insane hamster wheel. Okay, so guys, if you're just joining us, we covered 5 things that I wish I had personally known earlier in my career. You live and you learn, right? And one of the things that I've learned to do is when I experience, certain things, these hard lessons, I have to share them, right? You don't have to struggle. If someone else knows the path, if someone else knows where all the potholes are, it's okay. It's okay to learn from them. Okay. So, yeah, number 1, just to briefly recap, it's okay to not pursue the career or business path that you thought you wanted. It is okay to be teachable, right? Stop. Don't be that person that no one can't tell you anything. I just need to put that out there. Number 3, don't measure success by what others are doing. Your race, your pace. That's it. The only competition is me. I don't know about anybody else. Like, yes, I'm inspired by my community and by my colleagues and by other people in the marketplace, but there's only one you. Good morning, Jasmine. Each one teach one. Yes, moving needles. Why are we here? What's the point? Listen, 2021, and I've said this 1,000 times, speaking of moving needles, has taught me what the heck is my imprint, my legacy going to be? And that the pandemic, going through COVID myself, being face to face with death, including the passing of my mother last year, I'm like, oh, that needle's got to move. Success looks different for me, right? Number 4, celebrate the wins. Give yourself some credit. Stop being so hard on yourself and learn from the L's. I've taken some serious L's, guys. I've taken some serious L's, but guess what? The L doesn't have to stand for loss, it can stand for a lesson, right? You either win or you learn. And number 5, you need to have a strategy in place. And people have wondered, Dion, why is it that you no longer offer just the website content, just the bio, just the LinkedIn profile? Because I would be doing you a disservice. I can give you all the things, but if you don't have the context to implement, if you don't know where the heck you're going, if you don't have a vision, right? The word tells us, because I'm a church girl, hello, somebody. The word tells us to write the vision and make it plain, right? You don't have a roadmap. So that's where the strategy comes in. I'm just checking the comments. Thank you, Jasmine, for your condolences. One thing that my mother, and guys, if you see me here, I'm streaming in multiple places. One thing my mother left upon me is that your life is a ministry. Your life. So when I say and I tell people that this is not my business, it's my ministry, I mean that with every fiber of my being. Okay, so guys, if you're just joining in, you'll have to go back to the top because we covered 5 things that I wish I'd known early in my career. Camille on Instagram, that's good. You win or you learn. I have to still learn that. Is that what you meant? Yeah. Give it, ladies. And I'm saying ladies because that's the sisters, y'all are my people, right? We have to give ourselves some grace. Give yourself some grace. Like this concept of having to hit the nail on the head, this concept of, playing small, shrinking back, not giving ourselves enough credit, those days are over. And that is my message to every person that I come in contact with. You guys are really chatty today in the comments, and I love it. Jasmine says everyone has a calling and a pulpit. Oh, that's good. It's a loss if you don't get the lesson. That's also true. Everyone has a calling and a pulpit. And so for me, I don't compartment. I don't separate my faith and my calling from my vocation. Like what I do day to day, right? Some people that's okay, right? For me, they're synonymous. Camille on Instagram, no, I have to steal that spell. It's okay. It's okay, Camille. It's early in the morning. So guys, let me know if these tips were helpful for you, okay? You don't have to struggle, right? But as we mentioned, your struggle is always a lesson. So I felt the need to come on and share these lessons learned with you, right? Jasmine said, "Okay, y'all are preaching." Jasmine says, "This has been a season for accepting, receiving, and extending grace." That's big. That is so big. Because one of the things that I've observed during this pandemic is that everyone's doing that self-reflection, right? You are, and I'm just going to speak for myself. I know I've been guilty of not extending grace to the very people that I know need it, right? So that grace that God gives us, we gotta give it back. Who are we to not give grace? And we ask God for grace every day. So Jasmine, thank you for sharing that. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining in, you'll have to go to the top where we talked about the 5 things that I wish I had known early in my career. And so as a reminder, listen, the response to my LinkedIn masterclass has been amazing. So thank you guys for that. And because the response has been amazing, I've never done back-to-back masterclasses before, but even though I shared a replay from last week's masterclass, I'm doing another masterclass this week. So this Sunday, May 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern is another chance for you guys for you guys to hop on LinkedIn Live with me, and I'm going to do it again with how to turn your LinkedIn profile into a lead magnet. Okay. And so this is for you if you are tired of being the best kept secret in the marketplace, right? We talked about, your pulpit, right? Your calling, your professional purpose. And LinkedIn is one of the best ways to amplify your message in the marketplace, okay? And so what we're going to learn in this masterclass, you're going to learn simple steps that you can take today, today to attract prospects. Camille says, drop the info here so I can join. Camille, I'm going to actually update the link in my bio because I just decided literally yesterday to do this. You're going to learn how to increase your chances of landing your next big business or career opportunity. And you're going to learn the most commonly overlooked LinkedIn profile features. There are so many features that almost everyone just ignores on LinkedIn, and I'm going to drop some gems, right, and show you how to use them to your advantage. Just checking the chat. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'll definitely make sure to put the link to that in my Instagram bio and in the chat below, guys. Also, also, if you are really, really serious about LinkedIn, right? Not just curious. Oh, shoot. And I need to wrap up soon because my phone is on like 4%. On Thursday, June 9th at 10 a.m. is my live in person VIP event. It's brunching and branding. So not only am I going to be dropping gems this Sunday in the LinkedIn Masterclass, but I'm going to show you if you are in the room at this live experience here in Philly. So yes, yes, you can drive up, fly in. I have people coming from the DMV. I have people coming from Connecticut. I have people coming from Florida. Okay, to brunching and branding. So it's Thursday, June 9th at 10 a.m. This is for you if you are an entrepreneur or a corporate climber. You've been wondering how to get started on LinkedIn. If you just know that your person is on LinkedIn, if you're an entrepreneur or a nine to fiver, but you just can't seem to connect with them, you need to be in the room. Maybe you are an introvert and people don't believe this. I am an introvert. I totally get it. Maybe you're an introvert and you're not really sure about what to post about on LinkedIn. You're going back and forth about how to stand out in a crowd of thousands, if not millions, of experts who do what you do. If you can relate to any of these and you're ready to step up and come out into the marketplace with a 5-star online brand, join me for brunching and branding. This is a live hands on training, but it's not your typical training, right? So you're going to walk away with a deeper understanding of personal branding. I'm going to build with you. You have to bring your laptop, a magnetic LinkedIn profile that really just showcases your dopeness, right? You're going to connect with like minded CEOs and corporate leaders. Of course, there's going to be a fabulous catered brunch, door prizes, music. And my photographer, because everyone asked me, Dion, who's your photographer? Aaron Stallworth. He will be there to give you, ladies and gentlemen, 2 professional headshots. So if you are ready to level up in your business and in your career, you need to go over Instagram to the link in my bio. LinkedIn, I'll put the link down below for brunching and branding, or you can just go to workwithdion.com. And this is really going to be a fun, interactive, kind of one-day experience. Okay. I know what it's like to be in corporate America and sit in these long, drawn out, boring trainings, right? Not that. Okay. I need you guys to head on over to my Instagram because I actually did a live behind the scenes walkthrough of the venue. And when I tell you that it is fabulous, like it's legit, it's just going to be it's just so swanky, right? So if you're ready to become very intentional, right, about how to show up online, if you want to start putting yourself out there more effectively, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you the code, right? So brunching and networking starts at 10. We're going to do the training and the headshots from like 11 to like 1 or 2. And all you really need is your laptop, right? Bring your burning questions around personal branding and LinkedIn and just an open mind to learn and to grow. So I'm just going to check the chat. I don't see any questions, but guys, join me for brunching and branding. IG, the link it's in my bio. You guys have an amazing, amazing Memorial Day weekend. And yeah, head on over. I'll see you this Sunday for the masterclass, and I'll see you on June 9th for brunching and branding. Have a good one. Bye.